There are 10 Senate seats that are up in states that Donald Trump won, and his ability to go into those states, rally the 2016 Trump voter that gave him his victory, is going to make the difference. Democrats calling for Donald Trump's impeachment is really the best play the Republicans have, because it's what's going to incite that GOP base and bring out that 2016 Trump voter that right now was maybe on the fence.
Okay. Democrats should bury impeachment.
A couple of interesting points about these polling numbers. If you look at them, while Trump's approval rating is just a few points under where Obama was at the same point in his presidency, what is remarkable is it is almost exactly the same in terms of intensity of approval and intensity of disapproval. Now, in some instances, Donald Trump should be happy about that because Obama was fairly popular at this point in his presidency. But the flip side of it is Democrats did not do very well in 2010. In fact, they lost the House. And so that's the other aspect of this, is when a president goes into a midterm election under 50%, the party in power, which in this case is Republicans, loses on average around 30 to 35 seats. You know, there's two schools of thought here. One is that he's kind of taken a Clintonian approach of triangulating, moving to the middle on immigration. I would call it more of the Jeb Bush approach to the Republican primary. And I think the other aspect of it is he is now trying to dial that back, because he recognizes very quickly that the base that elected him, both in the primary and the general election, is now rejecting this action. He became the 25th member to announce a retirement. You have 13 more that are moving on and trying to run for higher offices. 38 seats right now amongst Republicans are open. But Steve, the interesting thing about that is only 22 of those are right now ranked as toss-up, which is less than the Democrats need to take over the House. The assertion that somehow people would be afraid to now answer the census is at best speculative and at worst laughable. If someone is afraid they are going to be arrested or deported because they fill out the census and check a box, well, the fact is they wouldn't have filled out the census in the first place. If you're about to be arrested or you're afraid of being deported, you're probably not responding to government questionnaires as it is. Remember yesterday we talked about those numbers were only from the top 15 counties. There were 239 more counties left to report. Well, guess what? Whenever those 239 counties reported, Republicans took a huge lead in the early vote and ended up outvoting Democrats overall by 500,000. It's as I talked about that Democrats, for really the first time in a long time, ran a concerted early vote absentee ballot campaign. So they were able to push a lot of their election day votes and kind of cannibalize them and make them early voters. But when it came down to it on election day, this blue wave ended up being just like a splash up against your ankles.